Very good morning to all my kids. Welcome to our online e-learning classes. Student, I have taken first class in my previous video, and in that session I have started with the introduction and in the curd making process. In today's video there are 4 topics which I am going to cover, and these topics are the commercial use of microorganism, medicinal use of microorganism, microorganism in the vaccine formation, microorganism in the field of farming or in the field of agriculture, in which these microorganisms are very helpful they are very helpful to increase our soil fertility. So these 4 topics I'm going to cover in today's session and today's video. So today's video will be slightly bigger. So if you have any confusion and query, you are free to ask me. Without any hesitation, please ask me the questions, and I have prepared some important notes for you. If you need, I will provide all the notes. So without any delay, let us start our today's video session. So children, in chapter 2, microorganisms, friend and foe, we are on page number 20, and I'm going to start the commercial use of microorganisms. So yesterday we have completed the curd making process, how we can prepare the curd. Okay, so this we have discussed in our yesterday's video. So now there are lots of use of microorganism in different fields. Like in the commercial purpose, we also use microorganism. In the medicinal department, we are using microorganism. In vaccination, we are using microorganism, and to increase our soil fertility, we are using microorganism, or microorganism plays an important role in different fields, like in the commercial use, like in the medicinal use, like in the vaccine, like in the to increase the soil fertility. So these all points we will cover in today's video. So let us start with the topic commercial use of microorganism. So this is the thing, commercial use of microorganism. Commercial use means when the thing is grown or produced on a large scale for a business purpose. Okay. So microorganism, tiny organisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol, wine and acetic acid, that is vinegar. Okay. So you all are aware with the vinegar. Yeast is the thing which is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. So now it is important to discuss what is yeast. So basically yeast is what? Yeast is a living creature which is eukaryotic. Eukaryotic, remember the cell, 2 kinds of cells, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic means advanced type of cell, prokaryotic means primitive cell. So yeast is a microbe which is eukaryotic in nature, and it is a single cell microbe. Single cell means having only a single cell. Okay, only a single cell. It belongs to fungi. It belongs to a kingdom fungi. Okay, so basically yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. For this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, crushed fruit juices, etc. So simpler kind of thing is crushed fruit juices. Let me explain this. You know the sugar cane. So sugar cane juice. So we can prepare the yeast. We can prepare the yeast, or we can grow the yeast by crushed fruit juices. Okay. So now there is an activity. So we can say that there is an activity 2.4 in which we have to take 500 ml beaker. Beaker, you know, a glass, this kind of structure. Like this is a experimental equipment used in the labs, and there are marking are given there. This is made by the glass. Okay. So bigger than tumbler, in which we have to keep, we can keep the liquids. Okay, for measuring anything, for keeping anything in the labs. Okay, so we have to take 500 ml beaker. This the capacity of this beaker will be 500, and we have to fill 3/4 part. 3/4 part is filled by the water. 3/4 part is filled with water. Now dissolve 2-3 teaspoon of sugar. We have to dissolve, or we have to add sugar. That the quantity of sugar is 2 to 3 teaspoons. Okay. Now add half spoon of yeast powder. Now again we have to add yeast powder, half spoon. Okay, to the sugar solution. Now keep it covered and keep this thing, or keep the whole solution in a warm place for 4 to 5 hours. Now we have to smell it. What type of smell we feel? So a very bad type of smell. Sometimes it is fruity and sometimes it is very bad. So this is the smell of alcohol. Actually, we have produced alcohol in the beaker. We have added water, we have added sugar, and we have added yeast powder. And by the help of these things, we have produced alcohol, as sugar has been converted into alcohol by the help of yeast. So, because see here, this is the smell of alcohol. So we have used sugar, we have used water, we have used yeast, and we have produced alcohol. And the that bad type of smell is of the smell of alcohol. So the sugar which we have added in the beaker has been changed or converted into alcohol, and the main thing which has done the conversion of the sugar into the alcohol is yeast. So this whole process of the conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. So this is the basic process which is behind the formation of alcohol. So when the commercially alcohol is going to produce, we need yeast, and the process which is involved in the production of alcohol is fermentation. So we use fermentation is a very helpful process, and if you are interested, or if you are aware about the kitchen work, then you can easily see we need some certain things, like we need yeast in the dough making, we need yeast in the making of pizza base. So dry yeast powder is usually used in the making of pizza dough, which helps in the fermentation. And by the fermentation the dough which is prepared, it is very soft. It become very soft and fluffy. So fermentation is the conversion of sugar into alcohol, and this is also known as alcoholic fermentation, which is done by the yeast. So Louis Pasteur was the scientist, or the person who has discovered this process fermentation in year 1857. So children, I want to show you something which I have written for you. Commercial use of microorganism. So this is the eukaryotic single cell microbes, and it belongs to fungi. Now fermentation, the conversion of sugar into alcohol, is known as fermentation. This is the alcoholic fermentation done by yeast. Now we can make this fermentation process, or we can represent the fermentation process by this reaction. Sugar, then ethyl alcohol is produced, and carbon dioxide is produced, and this process is the fermentation process in which alcohol is produced actually. And in the whole process, carbon dioxide gas is evolved or released. So this is also termed as alcoholic fermentation, because in this process alcohol is formed. Alcoholic fermentation starts with the breakdown of sugar, which is done by yeast. So now the chemical breakage of a substance by bacteria, yeast, and other microbes. This is also known as the chemical breakdown of a substance by bacteria, yeast, and other microbes. So this is the sugar, formula of sugar, C6H12O6. Now the ethyl alcohol has been formed and carbon dioxide is produced. This is chemical formula of alcoholic fermentation. So I will, if you need it, I will provide the picture image. Okay, this is all about the fermentation. Now move towards the medicinal use of microorganism. Here the commercial use of microorganism, or we can say the microbes, are used in the commercial purpose or for the commercial use. Here microbes are used in the medicinal area. So whenever you fall ill, means sometimes when we fall ill or we become unhealthy, we become ill actually. So the doctor, we go to the doctor, and doctor prescribed us so many medicines, antibiotic tablets, capsules, sometimes they give us injection also. So the source of these medicines, have you ever thought that from where we get these kind of medicine, tablets, capsules and injection? So the source of these medicine is microorganism. So these microorganisms are also very helpful in the making of medicine. These are life savior also. They are like two sides of coin. One side is useful and the other side is very harmful. So here we are discussing about the useful thing of the microbes. So these medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms. Such medicines are called antibiotics. So now we are making so many medicines, so many life savior injections, so many life savior capsules and medicines with the help of microorganism, and they kill and they stop the growth of the disease causing creature, disease causing microbe. So one side, on the one hand, microbes are creating disease in the body, and on the other side these microbes are killing the disease causing agents or microbes in the form of antibiotics. So they are very helpful as well as they are very dangerous too. So these days a number of antibiotics are being produced from bacteria and fungi. Streptomycin, please underline this, streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin are some common antibiotics which are made from fungi and bacteria. Please underline the whole thing. That is very important. The antibiotics are manufactured by growing specific microorganism and are used to cure a variety of disease. So antibiotics are very helpful and they are made by the fungi and bacteria. They are very helpful and they kill the bacteria and they kill the fungi, but they are not effective on virus. These antibiotics are not effective on virus. So nowadays we are suffering from COVID and coronavirus. So antibiotics are not creating any good effect, or not they are not helpful in the killing of this virus, because antibiotics is not good to kill the virus. Actually they are helpful to kill the bacterial growth, they are helpful to kill the fungal growth or to remove the fungal growth. Okay, one more thing I want to discuss, children. Actually, see, again I have prepared something for you. The medicinal use of microorganism. So antibiotics. So what are antibiotics? Actually, this is the definition, complete definition. These are the substances which are against the microbes, which act against the microbes. Especially they are active against bacteria. So they kill the bacteria, or they are antibacterial substance. They fight and kill bacteria and end up the infection. Sometimes they fight and kill, and sometimes they completely inhibit or stop the growth of the bacteria or the disease causing microbe. And antibiotics are used against the bacterial growth and the fungal growth, and they are used in the treatment. Okay, some examples and names are penicillin, amoxicillin, doxycycline, erythromycin, tetracycline. These are certain common names. Okay, so antibiotics are even mixed with the feed of livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in animals. They are first tested on the animals and then they are tested on humans. Okay, so nowadays we are controlling, we are in the condition to control so many diseases with the help of these antibiotics. Okay, it is important to remember that, but there are certain important points which have to be remembered, and these points are: we cannot take antibiotics without the prescription of doctor. If doctor has suggested, then only we have to take the antibiotics. Secondly, the antibiotics we have to, which we are taking, so we have to complete the whole course. Means if the doctor has prescribed 5-day course of that particular antibiotics, so we have to complete that 5 days. We have to take the antibiotics for 5 days. The third point is, if we are properly well and healthy, then need not to take antibiotics. Otherwise, in future, whenever our body needs that antibiotic for killing or for stopping the growth of bacteria and disease causing microbe, then that antibiotic will not be helpful. That antibiotic will not be effective, or it becomes less effective if we are taking frequently antibiotics without the consultation of the doctor. Okay, so these are the certain things which we have to keep in our mind before taking any antibiotics. Okay, now the vaccine. The next point is vaccine. So you know that when a disease carrying microbes enter in our body, when a disease carrying microbes, you know, the microbes are also causing diseases. If the microbes are helpful in the making of antibiotics and medicine, on the other hand, these are the disease causing living creature also. Okay, so when these disease carrying microbes enter in our body, our body produces antibodies. Please underline this: antibody, to fight the invader. Invader means the foreign particle. The body also remember how to fight the microbe if it enters again, because our body have very clever type of defense mechanism. Okay, so our body system having a very well developed and advanced type of defense mechanism. Once infection enters, antibodies are produced against that infection causing living organism or microbes. And our body is very clever, and it remembers that particular infection causing microbe. So whenever again and again that infection enters in the body, our body start killing or start doing action on that disease causing microbe. Okay, so the antibodies so here, if nowadays you know that vaccines are COVID vaccines are in the very everybody is going to take a COVID vaccine. We all want COVID vaccine. So what is vaccine actually? So the body also remember how to fight the microbe if it enters again and again. So if dead or weakened microbes are introduced means enter in our healthy body, in any healthy body, if a dead or weakened, very weak microbe, disease causing microbe or any kind of microbe are introduced or entered in a healthy body, the body start fighting and killing by producing suitable antibodies. This is the fact, how this is the thing how antibodies work. The antibodies remain in the body and we are protected from the disease causing microbes. This is how a vaccine works. This is the whole function of the vaccine. Several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis can be prevented by the vaccination. You know the smallpox. Smallpox is this vaccine is discovered by the Edward Jenner in 1798. In your childhood or in our childhood, I can say we all have taken injection or vaccines of for different diseases, against different diseases. So please write down all the names of the vaccine which you have taken in your childhood. Okay, you can take a help of your parent. So this is the thing. Now pulse polio, you have heard about the pulse polio program. This campaign This pulse polio program has been this is very successful program, and this is also a oral vaccine. This is pulse polio program having a oral vaccine. So this is a very successful thing which is done in our India, and because of this we have overcome from this disease. We have completely finished, or we can completely eradicate the disease. So these are the things. Now the other thing is increasing soil fertility. So bacteria are also used to increase the soil fertility, like the nitrogen fixation bacteria. Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, from the atmosphere. Atmospheric nitrogen means the nitrogen from the atmosphere. They take the atmospheric nitrogen and they provide this atmospheric nitrogen to the plant body, and by the help of this the plant make our soil fertile. Okay, these microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. Please underline this. This is the definition. Okay, so this is for all today, children. I hope you all have understood. If you have any query, please ask me. But you all are not class 8A, B, C, D, E. You all are very lazy. You become very lazy. You all are not responding. So please try to ask if any query you have. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Stay home and stay safe.